Okay, dokie. So let's start what we have today. So we have a cue card as usual about describe a person who always has strong opinions. And if you pay attention the topic, we are given a topic about a person and we should describe him or her. So uh, it doesn't matter its gender, and the first thing is that we have to describe. So describing could be physically or somehow emotionally, or let's say by characteristics, or let's say mental capacity. So it depends. And if you remember, yesterday I gave Shahrukh a feedback that as long as we want to speak longer, so our top priority has to be that we should learn how to divide our ideas into category. What does it mean? Uh, if we know what to speak, like organizing plans in our minds, right? It would be much straightforward for us to talk longer rather than we think, right? That's why we have to learn how to divide the ideas into category, like talking about people's physical ability, or let's say physical appearance, right? Its height, its beauty, or if they are handsome or ugly. So it doesn't matter. It's physical appearance, and then we can move on to his or her personality, or mentality, or mental capacity, or so on and so on, right? And the the topics plus idea is that we have to describe a person who has always strong opinions. So this is the point that we have to emphasize, right? And so it doesn't matter. We should say who the person is or who how you know them. So the it's not a plan for us. These are just bullet points that we are given, four of them. So they are just bullet points. We may use or we may skip some of them during our speech, which means we may add something, right? Or we may add maybe more thing during our speech, right? And first of all, we have to know what to use, right? And which means we got to learn about topic vocabulary in terms of describing a person, right? So the first topic vocabulary is assertive. So what is assertive? It means confident. Assertive means confident and forceful in expressing your opinions. For example, let's say I know a person who is assertive means he can speak, expressing his ideas confidently, right? And stubborn. Stubborn means uh, unwilling to change opinion, which means they don't want to change their opinion. If they say white is white, so white is white. If they say black is white, so be it, right? Black will be white because they are stubborn. They don't want to change their ideas. And the next one is about headstrong. So what is headstrong? And as long as you say I gave you a lot of adjectives in terms of describing people. So, and headstrong means determined to do what one wants, often without considering others' opinion, right? So, this kind of person can do, they know what to do, they have a strong assertion in what they are going to do, but they don't consider others' opinion, which means kind of selfish way, right? And outspoken means expressing opinions boldly, right? And directly. So if you say directly to someone, so you are out speaking, which means you are outspoken person, right? And opinionated, right? Having strong and often unreasonable opinions. So debate means formal discussion or argument about specific issue. The next one, strong will, determined to have one's way, not easily influenced, right? And influential. So what is influential? It means having the power to affect people's opinions and actions. And conviction means firmly held belief or opinion. The next one, controversial, which means causing public disagreement or debate due to strong opinions, right? And of course, it would be perfect as long as you use phrasal verbs during your speech. And today's phrasal verb will be speak out. Speak out, which means you are expressing your idea boldly or publicly. So you are speaking out your rights in terms of human rights, right? And or example, she always speaks out when she disagrees with someone, which means she speaks out, which means she expresses that she disagrees directly and without fear, right? And the next one, stand by. Stand by means to maintain one's opinion or decision, even others disagree, right? For example, he stands by his decisions no matter how unpopular they are. And collocation, so it would be also perfect approach as long as you use native collocations in order to express your ideas in terms of part two, right? Hold strong views. Hold strong views, which means to have firm beliefs or opinions about something, some idea, or some controversial idea, right? She holds strong views about politics. And engage in debate, to participate in a discussion or an argument, right? And the next one is idiom. So it would be perfect to use maybe one or two idioms during your speech. However, it's not obligation, but let's say would be somehow perfect for you to use. However, your speech should not be complicated, maybe over complicated, because there are some idioms that can make your speech complex and difficult to be understandable, right? That's why if you want to get a higher score during your speech, just try to keep the balance between the meaning and cohesion and coherence and idiom, right? Set in their ways. So set in their ways means unwilling to change habits, opinions, or way of thinking. For example, he's so set in ways that it's nearly impossible to change his minds. And it would be perfect if you use it on your speech, right? All right, let's try to focus on just a simple answer. I'd like to talk about my uncle. So it's about a male gender, right? My uncle, who is probably one of the most opinionated people I know. And if you just pay attention here, we are using relative clause here, right? Which means un non-definitive relative clause, right? And he's always been very assertive person, especially when it comes to politics and social issues. I've known him all my life, as we see each other often at family gatherings, right? What really stands out about him is, you know, uh, this this expression shows that what I'm going to say about him, like in an emphasis way, right? What really stands out about him is that he's very outspoken. He never hesitates to speak out if something doesn't sit well with. I think it's because you see, uh, just to describe something or to express something with some idea. This is a good approach to give the reason why, because it expands the answer and the idea, and of course, it supports your idea, right? I think it's because he holds such strong convictions about what's right and wrong, right? And he's so unwilling to compromise that it sometimes leads to heated debates. And if you just notice here, I'm using here one of a good grammar structure, maybe perfect grammar structure. So that plus adjective and verb, right? He is so unwilling, and we are using some grammar hint here, right? Or trick. So plus adjective and that and it. This is a subject and this is a verb, right? So unwilling that it sometimes leads to heated debates, right? And it's showing a result. So what happens if he does? So it leads to heated debates. And one of the reasons I believe he's so headstrong that he loves to engage in debate with others, and the more he debates, the more he seems to enjoy challenging others' opinions. And of course, if you also notice here, the more structure has been used here, right? And would be perfect if you try to use on your daily speech in order to somehow improve the grammar of your statements, right? He seems to enjoy challenging others' opinions. He often stands by with his views, even when the rest of the family disagrees. If you try to change his mind, you'll quickly realize how stubborn he is, right? And of course, we are using if sentence structure here in type 1, right? And in many ways, I'd say he's a bit set in his ways. For example, uh, why I'm using example, because I want to give my justification about it, because I'm giving you reasons, I'm giving my results, consequences, and of course would be somehow weird, right? Without giving my justification, without giving my proof about it. That's why I prefer to use an example here. For example, he has some pretty controversial opinions about the economy and won't budge on them even when presented with new evidence. As for how I feel about him, so it's telling I'm changing my idea into another one, right? I'd say it's a mix. On the one hand, I admire his strong-willed nature because it shows confidence. On the other hand, right, it can be exhausting trying to have a conversation with him because he's so determined to win the argument that it leaves little room for compromise. Still, I respect his ability to speak out and hold firm beliefs. He's very influential in our family, and even though I don't always agree with him, right? And I do think he brings a unique perspective to our discussions. And the more I listen him, the more I realize, even if we don't see eye to eye, his opinions make our debates more interesting. And it's just a sample uh, used with the vocabularies, topic vocabularies, collocations, and idioms, phrasal verbs, as I provide you, right? And of course, we just highlighted grammar structures, but so that, right, and relative clause, right? And then if sentence, of course, we have here, and of course, for example, right? And then the more which is really good to be used on your daily speech, right? On the one hand, on the other hand, in order to show two sides of the coin, right? And of course, show that again, the more again, and even though, right? Although, so if you just paid attention here, I'm trying to be perfect in terms of grammar and vocabulary, but it's not my priority here, because in order to talk a lot, I should also give my attention, full attention, to coherence and cohesion, of course, right? And fluency. So the speaking's the first priority, gotta be fluency, of course. And let's just pay attention here. Describe a person who has always a strong opinions. And if you remember, I think maybe an hour ago I already uploaded all the necessary details regarding topic vocabulary and all the vocabularies with sample, or I don't remember if I uploaded the sample or not, but you knew beforehand, in advance, before begin with lesson, right? And I'm giving you some time. You can take your time. Feel free to ask if you have got any questions regarding the topic, and then we can move on to the feedback session, okay? So you have 2 minutes to think about it and to organize your ideas. And if we have any volunteers to answer, you're free to go. You are totally green light, right? So do we have anyone who want to share their opinion?
I'm ready, teacher.
Zlala, I'm sorry. I didn't notice you. So let me put a countdown just to wait. All right, this is the countdown, and I'll try to give my feedback to you, but I suggest you shouldn't just look at the screen, okay? Try to concentrate on the topic, not on the screen, because right now I am about to write the feedback here. This will be your feedback, but do not pay attention here because it can distract you, okay? All right, let's put 2-minute timer here. Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
There are many people who has strong opinion in the world. One of them is my mother. Wherever she goes, my mother entertains everyone by sharing her assertive opinion. Her kindness and small utter one's attention. Her eyes, a deep shadow brown, reflect her determination and kindness. And so, her appearance means that she's full of love and affection. She does everything, always putting the needs of others prior her own. Her resilience is honestly pattern to me. And also, I admire his strong violet nature because it shows confidence. And so I used to watch my mother was treated once equally and shared interesting ideas. And if I'm not mistaken, 2 days ago I went to the office with my mother. When there was an event there, my mother made it beautiful with her interesting ideas. Her sacrifice and dedication taught me the importance of hard work and determination. And so it's not easy to change his mind because she's quite stubborn. And in many ways, I'd say she's a bit of set in her ways. And so I just talk about my mother because she is not only my role model, but also my great source of strength and inspiration. Her endless love, endless separate and interesting insights made me the person I am today, and I am forever grateful to have her in my life.
Perfect. Good. That's very good of you. So first of all, some words that you pronounced in the beginning of your speech were really difficult to understand, to get, because you need to learn how to keep the balance. I mean your speed, okay? Because you spoke somehow too fast, really fast, and it sounded like you're reading. And you had some mistakes in terms of pronunciation. Uh, I mean, it's not pronunciation. Maybe I think it's about uh, emphasis, stress, right? Word stress. For example, even. It should be pronounced like even, not even or even, even, right?
Even,
And
yeah.
determination, determination. The second vowel will be stressed here. Determination and stubborn and modal. And of course, your credits, you have my credits for your adjectives. You used really good, perfect adjectives. And of course, your grammar was solid. And that's my feedback for you. So except these mistakes, all are perfect for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, do we have anyone who can be the second one to share their opinion in terms of this topic? Hello, do we have anyone? Boys or girls, you better be quick because we are somehow losing our time.
Can I speak, teacher?
Of course, pupil. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, begin.
When I talk about a person who has a strong idea, strong views, one person who immediately comes to my mind is my uncle. If I describe my uncle, he has been known for his strong opinions on a variety of topics, like from politics to environmental issues, even. And if you engage in debate him, you will quickly realize that he's passionate about his strong beliefs and strong ideas. And one thing that always surprised about him, he never shy away from expressing his views. For example, my uncle is particularly vocal about climate change, and he believes that urgent action is necessary to protect environment, and he often advocates for energy solutions, renewable energy solutions, and the more he learns about the science about behind climate change, the more convinced he is that everyone needs to play a part in making a difference about climate change. And if someone challenges his views, he is usually prepared with facts and data to support his arguments. I mean that he stands by his views, which makes discussions and any debates very interesting and intense. And in conclusion, My uncle is a person with strong opinions that he expresses his views confidently and also passionately. So,
Thank you. That's very good of you to. You are just on time, really. You're really on time because you used total 2 minutes speaking time. However, you made some mistakes in terms of pronunciation, as usual, right? Your accent maybe it's about the first one is about view. You pronounce
view,
you. I don't know view. All right.
view.
And comes to my mind that phrase was good for you, and uh, the the word passionate is about to be pronounced like not passionate but passionate, like apple, right? Apple, passionate.
Yeah, passionate. Yes,
And it's not climate, it's climate. It's not climate. Mate means friend, right? But it's not
yes.
mate, it's climate. Why? Because
Climate.
the this letter cli, and the next one's met. This it doesn't get a stress. You know, stress means reduction here, right? Collide. So,
Mm-hmm.
and if you remember, it's your old mistake,
Yeah.
right? And you just get used to saying climate, but try to get rid of it, okay? And the more was good. It was your structure, and I can see a good fluency in your speech. That's perfect, I think, because if we try to compare the Saliha from previous month and this month, today's Saliha is a really changed person, right? Am I right?
Yes, you're
And
right.
your grammar is good, nice grammar, which relative clause you had, and you did make conclusion, which is perfect for your speech. And just this is my credits for you, but do not just how to say it can be my praise for you, but don't lose yourself. Or if you lose yourself, you can listen to Eminem song, right? Like lose yourself. So do not lose yourself. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank you. So the next one, who will be the next one? Next person, next speaker or candidate, anyone. We have Sivara, Dilnora, Islam, Shahroz, Eleonora. Oh my God, we have Eleonora even, and we have English zone. We have Zulfia, and anyone who wants to be the third?
Can I speak?
Zulfia, are you? Yes, of course. Who said you don't? Of course, you will speak. You are welcome to speak as long as you want. Ready?
Yeah.
Go on.
One person whose ideas I find particularly assertive is a close friend of mine, Guliora. She is an assertive and environmental activist. I really admire that she is well informed and for her opinions based on facts rather than emotion. She is definitely one of the most opinionated people I know. I met her about 2 years ago when we both start to, same, start to study in same school, and our friendship grew from there. From first day, it was clear that Giuliana had strong views on just about everything, such as politics, music, or the best way to organize parties. Everybody know that she has influential opinions. She is so set in her ways that it's nearly impossible to change her mind. And the reason I think she is opinionated is that she is very well read and keeps herself updated on almost everything. I think she is very assertive and she has a strong opinions. In conclusion, while Gloria's strong opinions can be polarizing, I admire her unwavering commitment to her cause and her ability to spark meaningful discussions about one of the most uh, pressing views of our time.
Thank you. Thank you. Your time is up. I don't know why, but in some ways you sound like reading, not speaking. That's why try to sound like you are speaking, okay? Because the way how you speak looks like maybe or sounds like you are reading a poem or like just in my mind you just stand up and put your hands onto your heart and saying a national anthem. You are not saying or you are not telling national anthem. Just it it gotta be the format. I mean the style, the format, the way how you speak has to be, right? Has to be the conversation style because you are making conversation with me. Just accept me as your friend. Uh, and imagine me as a good listener because I'm paying full attention to me. So I'm all ears, I'm listening to you. And of course, you are telling something like you're having a conversation with your friend, right? Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So you use nice vocabulary that I gave you, like assertive, and that word based on was a good grammar, right? It's called ed clause, right? And the word opinionated, okay? Opinionated, nated. You are just reducing the last stress. It's about opinionated, not opinionated. So if you pronounce opinionated or something like this, you can have some mistake here, okay? And you could say like use it too because Gulliora just changed it. You said she changed her school, so in order to describe some actions happened in your past, you could use used to, right? We used to something, we used to do something, this thing, and the next one. And uh, you said she had something, but instead of saying had, it would be better if you say did have in order to put an emphasis on something, right? She did have something at that time, so it means you are going to put an emphasis here. You are trying to say something here. It means, right? And you made your conclusion, which is very good for you. And of course, uh, overall, your speech was good, and I think you are also on time, which is also good for you. So this is my feedback. You feel you here?
Yes, thank you.
Welcome. So the next one, do we have another person who wants to share their opinion? Boys or girls, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget we are somehow losing our time because we need to move on to part 3.
Can I speak?
All right, so begin.
I'd like to talk about my close friend Firuza, because Firuza is a kind of person who strong opinions about everything, whether it's about movies, social issues, or other things, and they never afraid of talk about something, because my friends Firoza always believe to yourself, and you can tell they really care about their views. And my friend always stubborn or on her decision if she talk if her decision is correct. My friend who always speak assertive. On the other hand, Firoza strong opinion make conversation in interior speaking, and she know best how everyone should behave, and constantly offers unsolicited advice. In conclusion, Firoza's strong opinion show her confidence and comments to what she believes, making her memorable person in any decision.
Good for you, but I think at the end of your speech, you read something, right? Did you read?
Yeah.
All right, be honest, right? I can feel it, right? I can feel it like you're reading, because you are somehow reading word by word, like, because during your speech, never ever, no one can say, can put emphasis to the word to do something, right? It's like speaking like a robot. All right. You have a long pause during your speech. You have hesitation, right? And you are repeating yourself, which means you have self-repetition. You are repeating yourself. You are correcting yourself. And these three ones, pausing, hesitation, and self-repetition, the three of them have a huge impact, I mean negative impact on your fluency, which that's why you have to work on them. Just try not to pause, try not to hesitate, try not to self-repeat yourself, because they are your enemies in terms of your fluency, right? And you know, she know it gotta be she knows. It gotta be she knows. And this is really simple mistake, which means it can reduce your score during the exam, right? Because you are making minor, simple grammar mistakes. And so I think, first of all, your priority, your first thing, your first mistake is your fluency, which means my advice, my feedback for you, try to work on your fluency. So are you listening, Silvera, or are you doing something? Silvera, you here? Are you online, or just you left here? Yeah, what does it mean? Yes. Did you leave, or are you listening? All right, try to work on your fluency, Silvera. Do not distract, because I'm giving my feedback, right? All right, next person. Who is going to be the next person to speak? Oh my God, we have Kibber here. Who is Aktamov? Who is Kibber? Try to get rid of your Kibber here. We have A, we have Uktambek, we have English Zone, Mukhlisa. Oh, we have Bahara. Bahara, you here? You want to share your ideas, your opinions, Bahara?
I just joined the chat and I don't really know about the topic.
Alright, try to focus on, so we will have another. Just try to focus on the vocabulary, anything. I have already uploaded to the group, so you can take your time, Bahana. Alright, who we have? Islam, you want to talk, or Shahruz?
Can I speak?
Of course, of course.
Yes.
Begin.
Educates continue to evolve numerous contentious issues such as the increasing a person of describe in who potentially element the emerge at the forefront of public discourse, prompting and ongoing debate regarding its potential benefits and drawbacks, although some might contend that the increasing a person of describe in who potential I am of the firm conviction that opinions rules remain is more advantageous primarily due to their ability to provide personalized instruction and guidance. This essay will critically examine both perspectives before examining
Thank you,
why a
Shahraz, thank you. First of all, I am not Noilaj Guruhe, okay? I am not Noilaj Guruhe, which means do not read. It's speaking, it's not reading. You are 100% reading from the beginning to the end. Why? What is the point of reading? It has to be speaking. It's supposed to be speaking, but however you are reading small hole, very poor of you. Do not do that, okay? And I told you today, try to do some shadowing exercise, like trying to repeat another videos or some podcasts, maybe, right? Try to work on your pronunciation, because I can understand what you're saying because I'm Uzbek and I know, but English people can have really great challenge understanding you. Do not read, okay? Next time try to speak, not reading. That's my major warning to you. So the next one, who we have next person who wants to talk about it? All right, let's move on to part 3. Zalola, you here? Can you upload part 3 questions to the group? Thank you. All right, we have 3 questions regarding this topic, the number 8 one, right? So the first one is, what do young people have strong opinions about? So we have to talk about young generation, children, teenagers, some adults, right? Like between between maybe adults can be between 20 to 30 or 40, because middle-aged people can also be young people as long as they are 30 years old, 25 years old. I think this is my opinion. So what do young people have strong opinions about, so we can share our opinions about something, for example, politics, right? Because young generation have an affirmative or assertive, right, or any opinionated uh, views about politics, maybe economics, maybe sports, maybe education, maybe healthcare, right? Because young generations are considered to be the future of the country, which means they are supposed to have debates, maybe controversial debates about those topics. So, if you want to talk longer, maybe meaningful, maybe longer, you can pay your attention to those topics, right? And the next question is, what do old people have strong opinions about? Sorry, it's about old people, right? So right now we are comparing about opinions, because on the one hand, young people can have ideas about this. On the other hand, old people can strong opinions about this topic. Well, for example, especially Uzbek people, according to our mentality, old people are supposed to have a conversation about family issues, let's say, because they can have a challenging opinions about that. They can uh, they need to build a house for their grandchildren. They need to buy a real estate to their grandchildren, right? Because we are Uzbek, so old people can have such opinions, maybe, or anything. You can talk about any nationality, because it's not going to be Uzbek old people, or it can be anything. So just a moment. So here we are talking about old people. The first one is about young people, and the last question is about, is it good to have a strong opinion? Because strong opinions are called strong opinions, right? Because it means you are not changing your opinions. You are being assertive, right? Um, for example, some people may have influence on you. They have power over you. They can put a pressure onto you, and under any pressure, maybe most people can change their opinions about any topic. And is it good to have strong opinions? So these questions are for anyone. So it's not about Uzbek people, it's not about Japan people or Russian people. So it is general for anyone. That's why it's part 3 IELTS topic. That's why it's abstract questions. So who wants to share their opinions in terms of these 3 questions? Zalola, would you like to be the first? Zalola, you here? So anyone? All right, if you pay attention here, just onto my screen, I'm sharing my screen with the question and the vocabularies that I provided with, right? You can use them on your speech. So who's going to be the first? All right, I'm going to be the first if you're not. So, the first question, what do young people have strong opinions about? Let's say there are several topics, there are several controversial and debatable topics that young people can have assertive and had strong opinions about anything, right? For example, it can be politics or education, or let's say it can be healthcare. However, if we talk about politics, young generation are considered to be the future of any country. That's why they can have a opinionated debate about politics. For example, right now, the election is going to be in the United States, and their young generation can have a strong, influential pressure. They can feel under the pressure, and of course, they can have a strong opinion about what's going to be in the future, right? So the next question, what do old people have strong opinions about? Let's say it depends on their mentality, especially according to our Uzbek mentality, our people are so warm-hearted people, and our elder people, right? Our grandfathers and grandmothers are so careful for their family members, even their grand son and granddaughter. That's why they have a controversial and strong opinion about whether they are having a real estate in the future or not, or they can think about the weddings of their grandsons and granddaughters and grandsons and granddaughter, or of course, because they are holding strong views about it. Maybe it's in our blood to settle our ways in this thing, right? And is it good to have strong opinions? Of course, I think it does good to be, right? Why? This is because I think uh, being out speaking in terms of in front of our nation has to be our priority if we want to contribute our contribution. Maybe if we want to provide our government, our country with a solid future, right? It 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 has to be good to have a solid sort of opinions about anything, because being changeable can lead to several consequences. For example, if you are a friend to someone, so you can change to be enemy, so then you want to stay acquaintance, which can lead to several inconvenience or any detrimental effects for you. That's why I can say that it's totally acceptable to have a influential, or let's say assertive opinion, anything, right? So who wants to share their opinion in terms of this topic? So those are my opinions. It was really straightforward, and it was totally, I can say it was totally unprepared, because just I'm looking at my screen right now, just talking, not reading, right? So it's your time to be the IELTS speaker candidate, or anyone. So anyone who want to share their opinions, Lola, Swaliha, Marjana. So ladies and gentlemen, just as you see, time is passing. We have so we left 20 minutes because at 10 o'clock sharp p.m. I'm going to end the session. So this live stream will be ended until 10 o'clock. So you have 20 minutes exactly. Saliha, you want to talk? So don't worry, Saliha. It's just a one-on-one speaking, like one-on-one question. It's not like 2-minute talk.
Yes, I will try to speak.
So do your best. So what do young people have strong opinions about?
In my opinion, nowadays, young people today have a tendency young people tend to have strong opinions on variety of important topics, from politics to environmental issues and climate change challenges, and nowadays young people express strong opinions about education and mental health, and young people have a strong opinions about also social justice and political issues. And
Why?
so why? This is because nowadays this type of the issues is very important among the people. So they often make discussions about mental health and education and
All right.
issues.
What do old people have strong opinions about?
I think older people often have a strong opinions about maybe culture and history. I mean that many older individuals are passionate about preserving culture and history. This is because they often think and feel it's essential to preserve traditions and values to younger generations from us. And if they see these traditions being forgotten, they may actively work to promote storytelling or make community events.
Is it good to have strong opinions?
In my opinion, having strong opinion can be both positive and negative. This is because, as you know, strong opinions show that person is passionate and engaged with important issues, and this passion can inspire others to lead meaningful discussions. But on the other hand, having strong opinions can sometimes lead to conflicts among the people. So in my opinion, having strong opinions can be beneficial, but people should be balanced with the ability to listen to others' views.
Good. I try to listen to your speaking. However, during the real exam, the examiner never listens, and because the examiner never listens until you finish, because you are taking too long to finish your sentences. That's why. Try to finish what you want to say, okay? You are taking too long. This
Mhm.
is my first feedback. And the second feedback about try to paraphrase the question. Do not try to pick the words from the question. You should generate the vocabulary, the synonym vocabulary, topic related vocabulary on your own. Do not try to copy words from the question. You just overuse the word opinions. However, the second mistake uh, about opinion was your pronunciation. It's not opinion. Opinion. So
Opinion.
no, opinion,
Okay.
opinion, or it's not opinion, but opinion. P,
Opinion.
just put
Opinion.
this, yeah, opinion, right? Or you could say
Mhm.
view, you could say other synonyms if you want to. You can look up. So Google, like instead of opinion, so you can look up some words, alternative ones, okay? However, it
Mhm.
was good for you, but try to improve your speed in terms of part 3. And of course, part 3 was your final score, and it can be somehow decisive in terms of your speech, because as long as you are good at part 3, so you can have 7+ score during your speech. Or if you show some weakness in terms of part 3 like this can be a negative influence on your speaking, on your score, right? Did you get what I mean? So work on your speed, work on your fluency in terms of part 3.
Yes, I
Mm-hmm.
understand you.
Thank you, Yusufa. Thank you. So the next one, who we have? Zlola, you here? You want to share your ideas about these 3 questions? Hello, Zlola.
خلق فين أستاذ.
Oh my God, really? Really? So did you wash your face?
No.
All right, let's begin. What do young people have strong opinions about?
I think that many young people today tend to have strong opinion on a variety of cultural maybe and social issues, such according to technology. Today's youth are becoming more and more dependent on technology, and because technology is becoming increasingly popular these days. Especially
Increasingly.
increasingly popular these days.
Not incorrect, but increasingly.
Increasingly,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, understandable. Increasingly popular these days.
Popular, not popular, but popular. Popular.
Popular, yeah, popular,
Popular.
popular these
No,
days.
popular. Don't say popular. Popular. it it sounds like village English, right? Popular. Uh, popular. Popular. Popular.
Popular, popular.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these days it affects children's minds and imagination, and as well as technology is causing the strong opinions young people make.
No, don't say as well as here this word
Yeah,
shouldn't be used. Maybe in addition or on top of that,
yeah.
right?
In addition,
So let's begin. In addition,
In addition, technology is causing the strong opinion young people.
Good. What do old people have strong opinions about? So think about old people.
Yeah. As far as I know, many old people often have strong opinion on different of topics due to their life experience and value they have developed over time. Yeah, according to lifestyle, and so more experience in managing their health. Older people may have strong beliefs about diets, experience may their exercise and use of medication or alternative treatments maybe.
Good. Is it good to have strong opinions?
Definitely yes, because strong opinion can send out from others. To be more
Assertive
specific,
views, right?
yeah. To be more specific, it may help to improve critical thinking, maybe,
Of
and
course. So this can lead to what?
may help to improve critical thinking
And
so stand out in front of others.
yes, of course.
Yeah, the more the more powerful the mind, the more useful is it.
And of course, he
Uh,
or she learns how to speak out in front of the maybe people, right? Or in front
yeah,
of the staff or colleagues because he or she has an assertive views about anything, right? In order
yeah,
to set in their ways, they need to learn how to be or how to stand by about their views, right?
yeah.
So what I'm going to say, what I'm going to tell you that try to use the collocations or idioms or phrasal verbs on your speech, okay? While you're speaking, this can help you to stay on the line, and of course, at the same time, they can help you to be somehow precise, and they have really good meanings, of course. So thank you, Zola. Try to work
Thank
on
you.
these topics on your own, okay? So do we have anyone who can share their opinion by using my grammar and my vocabulary? Because my priority is to teach you. That's why I try to use my vocabulary here. Actually, it's not mine. Just I'm telling you, you should use this. So, is it Zakawat? Are we sitting Zakawat? Because during Zakawat, we are given 1 minute to think about something, right? All right. If anyone don't want to share their opinion about it, so this is all for today's. And of course, don't try to speak on your own. First of all, try to think about the question first of all, then try to pay attention to topic vocabularies and phrasal verbs and collocations and even idioms during your speech. And of course, you can read some examples here. samples, because samples can help you to organize your own opinion, and it can help you really helpful for you to generate your own ideas about any topic. So that's why I always give my suggestions about all the time. Try to pay attention to sample ideas because they are useful. So this is all for today, and feedbacks are really helpful for you if you want to make progress on your speech. That's why try to follow my feedback as long as you want any improvement in your speaking. And that's all for today. Tomorrow is Sunday. Maybe it's somehow a weekend for me. That's why we may have speaking lesson on Monday, maybe the same time. This is all for today. Thank you for your attention. See you.